Hi guys, I'm Paul, part of the other side of the team. Peter's asked me to do part of the rigs with him. So, to start off with, we're going to talk about the KD rig. Rig I've had quite a bit of success with down at Benton Lakes. Simply using 2 bits of the Calder fake spit corn. That stuff. A little bit harder than the Enterprise stuff, but really good and nicely flavoured. All I've got here is a curved shank hook, tied KD style to some armour link with a figure of 8 loop knot in the end. And all I simply do is just attach that with a quick link to the lead system I'm using. The other rig I mainly use is the Withy Pool rig. See if we can get that. Basically, curved shank hook. I mean, you can use it with a fan twister as well. You've got 2 hook beads, an oval ring, or you can use the new bait screws that Nash do. Long elongated bit of shrink tube, Fox quick change weight, and another supple braid. And you can use it with coated hook link material, but I prefer the supple braids just so it lays over any debris on the bottom and that. The other rig is the ring blowback rig. Now I prefer this rig, a little rig, size 8 hook, nice little shot, just for small pop-ups or a single bit of corn, or the little pop-up dumbbells that PCF sell. This one's a mulberry one. Put on hair, and it sits, and it will just sit just like that over any light weed, any debris on the bottom. I've tied this up with a Fox Cortex. It's a nice soft coated braid, nice and supple, and it lays pretty flat on the bottom as well, which is what you want. Nice little bit of Klingon putty there, just to make sure it pins down to the bottom. Peter's also asked me to talk about the Chod rig. Right, so I haven't actually got any tied up at the moment, so it's a good time to tie one up to show you. What I've got is the Chod blink in 25 break and strain. What I'll do is cut a length of that off, about 12 inches. I like to have enough material to work with when I'm tying rigs. And all you do is grip one end and just pull it tight like that. It will straighten out. Really good memory free, this material, which is why I like it. And couple that with a size 7 fang, not a fang, a Chod twister. Really strong hook. I always like to make sure my rigs, tackle, everything I use is really strong. I don't want to be snapping off and leaving fish trailing line or anything like that. So I always make sure minimum main line I use is 20 pound, 18 pound. Use the Nash decam and the cauda subline. And all you do is thread your hook on, like so. Do normal knotless knot. I like 7 myself. One going back up the rig. So you end up with it looking like that. Now as you tighten this up, this tag end will twist round. So all you do is once you've tightened it, is pull it back into place. So as you tighten it, it will twist. See now, instead of coming off the back of the shank like it's supposed to, it's coming off the side. So all I do, put in my teeth, holding the hook, is just put it and pull it back. So it's now exiting the back of the hook where you want it to. Now for ease of use, and so you don't have to tie your baits on all the time, I've really got into using these bait screws over the last couple of years. You can get them from like Rigmarole, do them, and now Nash do them. So you should be able to get hold of them. Tusker do them as well. All you do is thread that on the tag end, like so. Cut the tag end to a point, so it's easier to poke through the hole. Back through the eye of the hook. This bit can be a bit tricky, but usually it's not too bad usually. There we go. I found with the fang twisters it is pretty easy to get it back through. With some of the other ones, some of the other hook chod patterns out there, it can be a bit hard because of the thickness and material. All you do is cut the tag end short-ish, and you get your lighter and blob the tag end down. And you've got to be careful doing this so you don't burn your fingers, obviously. And that. All I do then is get a baiting needle, put it into the back of the D there, and pull it out. Pull it out nice and tight. You've now got a nice chod section made down. All you need to do now is tie on the swivel to this end, and for that you need a little size 8 or 11 ring swivel. Really up to you what size you like to use, but tie it onto the swivel end and not the ring end, because that's, if you're using it as a chod, that's the one that's going to be on your main line or on your lead core leader or your Klingon leader or your diffusion camo leader. And all I do with that is tie a 2 to 3 turn plug knot or half plug knot. That looks sharp. Twist it around the line twice for 2-3 times, push it back through the loop, wet it, always moisten your knots, pull the tag end down so it nicely butts up to it. Now you need 2 puller tools for this. One end on the hook and the other end on the ring swivel. pulled down nice and slowly, teasing the knot if you have to, just nice and slowly down, so it beds down nice and tight, and then you have your chod section. Now what I like to do, just for added security, because that knot can slip sometimes on a prolonged fight, or if you've got a really big fish on, it can slip every now and then. All I do is just blob that tag end down, so you've got a little tag end sticking out from the knot with a blob on the end. So there's no way, if it does slip, there's no way it'll pull through. Now all you need to do, because this stuff is so user friendly, you don't need to steam it. All you do is run your finger or your thumb along it, like so. You'll put a curve into it. Personally, I like them like that. A nice gentle curve. Some people prefer theirs to be more of a C, more curved, more aggressive curve than that, but that's the way I prefer using them, just like that. Nice short chod. Hope that helps. The other rigs were, no, stiff hinge rig. Now basically what we've got here is the chod section. Again, I've put putty around this one, but what I've done here is I've tied it to a ring swivel, and then you've got this boom section. I've put a loop in my boom section to add more movement to the rig. Bit of putty in the middle, another loop at that end with your swivel, just for that extra bit of movement. And on this one I've got quite a long boom section, but you can go really short on the boom section as well as on the chod section. Got another one here which is it's a nice short chod section with a bait swivel on again, or a double ring swivel this time. Got rings on both ends, and what I've got here is the Fox stiff link material, and what I've done is crimped a little loop in both ends, so I've got a little bit of movement. I didn't want big loops because I've got at both ends I've got double ring swivels, but as you can see I've put a little bit of shrink tubing over the crimps, because sometimes you can get the crimps rubbing up and down the carp's face or in the mouth if you tie your chods with crimps. I reckon it's always best to put a bit of shrink tubing over it just to help protect the fish a bit more. And that. Then next rig was the combi rig. Combi rig combination of materials. The two I like are the Armour Link and again the chod link for this. What I did is cut a bit of Armour Link off, a nice supple heavy braid. If you wanted something that was a little bit lighter and weren't so quick to sink, I'd go for the Calder Supernatural or ESP Sink Link, something like that. But for this I'm using the Armour Link. Again, tie your hair loop in the end. Baiting needles everywhere. So, don't have to wet this one down so much because there's no actual pressure on it. So, do is put a boilie on this one so we get the hair length right. And what I've got here is a PCF red berry. I know Peter likes Nash Baits 4G squid, and he used to use the not the monster squid, the scopex squid, and that. Another good bait. I mean, I like the PCF one. Also part of the PCF team. There's the Peter carp fishing team. What I've got here is size 6. Called a size 6 wide gate B. You can use any pattern of hook that you like in this section, any materials like I know. Tie a simple knotless knot up. What I like to do is just make sure that the boilie there can pass the bend of the hook. And all I do is seven times down, something like that, and I've got the boilie, 8, 9, 2 underneath, then 1 going back up the shank, just put it tight. Again, the knotless knot will move round, the hair will move round. You just pull the hair back so where you want it, and it makes the hook sit out like that. Now, I got that tip from an old Nash DVD in Monster Pursuit. I did a bit of chod link. Gets a nice long length of chod link, depending on how long you want the stiff section of the combi rig to be. Now all you do is fold this end over, one end of the chod link over. I'm going to tie an Albright knot. You pass this tag end of your braid through the loop we've just made, put it all down to roughly how long you want that section to be. I like to make it as small as I possibly can, because I want it to have a little bit of movement but not too much. You need to wrap around 10 times. And then back the other way, going back towards the hook. 6, 1, 3, 5, 6. Now you've got to pass this loop, this tag end, back through the loop the same way that it went in the first place. So the same way the hook link's facing. You wet it, moisten it all down, and gently pull it down. To it all nice and tight, all butts up nice and tightly, all nice and neatly. You pull a tool again, pull on it, make sure it's really nice and tight, and your tag end. Now I've never had this knot slip on me once, so you can cut it, both tag ends of the armour link and of the chod link. Really close. If you wanted to, you could blob that just for extra security. Do that now. I've never had a problem with it slipping or anything like that. And you have a nice supple section where it can lift up into the fish's mouth, and then you have a nice stiff section to cut out any tangles or anything like that. And all I do at this end is tie a Rapala knot. All you do there is you tie a loop, a little overhand knot loop, past the tag end, back through, put it down. So that looks like something like that. Then with the tag end, you around the hook link 2-3 times, and then push it back through there. Moisten it all, pull that down nice and gently, get your puller tool again, put it in there, pull that down, put on the hook end as well, butts down nicely. Cut that off like nice and neat. There you go, you've got a nice loop end in this, so you can attach it to any lead system you like. Nice stiff boom section, and you've got a nice supple section. That's how stiff this stuff is, it really is. It really does kick the bait away from the lead. Anything like that, which is always good. All you need to do is just put your bait back on and put your hair stop in. And if you wanted to, you could tie it to a swivel with a blood knot or a grinner knot. This ain't strong. And it works just fine. And there we go. And that's caught me loads of carp over the years. Little red berry boilies. Nice size 6 sharp hook. The Albright knot, which you could use that to put putty round, mould putty round, so it stays on better. And this stuff really is nice and stiff. It really does kick it away from the lead when it lands in the water on the lake bed. Right, that's me and my part done for now. I'll hand you back over to Peter, and I may see you later. Bye.